I'm live. Look at you, huh? I don't know how long this live stream is going to last, but we are going to do it anyhow. Hopefully, you can hear me. A slight headache. As you can see, I got two. I bumped my head. I bumped my head. Hello. It's me and William today, as you can tell. It's just me and the boy. Whales, huh? Ouch. Yeah, it didn't make me feel very good, actually. Yeah, it hurt. All right, so I guess I don't even know what the heck I want to talk about today. I do have to talk a little quietly. I hope everybody can hear me. Can you hear this? Can you hear that? I got my microphone. Chucky 2009 sent me that. He did a good job, and I appreciate it very much, actually. Yeah. Good. So Mr. William here, he has had his little bottle. That is compliments to Teresa. She's a pretty good milker there. 7410. Okay, maybe that's what we'll talk about. This is from a main bearing. Was it the main bearing bolt? No, it was a rod end bolt. Came down and cracked me right in the skull. One bolt hit me twice, bounced up and bing, got me on the second shot on the twist. Not fun. It hurt. It actually hurt. It still hurts. I got a bruised skull. And you're talking 2 feet, 3 feet of fall. That's all for a little bolt that's about yay big. Spend any money on impulse corn plant purchase? No. Now they want like $25,000 for that thing. 23,000, I think, is what the price on that was. And even that Brilliant Seeder, $12,500 and $13,500. Obviously, if I was going to buy, I'm not in need of one, I have my grain drill. It's just I always wanted one of those things, and they're so ridiculously expensive, right, William? Piggy nose. Anyway, they're ridiculously expensive, but oh no, man, that freaking hurt. I come home and Teresa says, "What are you, an Indian? What are you, from India?" I was like, no. The blood ran too. You going to buy a new tractor, Wes? No, I'm not buying a new tractor. I'm doing an in-frame overhaul. As a matter of fact, that tractor's only that far from being started up. I'll be putting the pan on a little bit later today, and just putting it all back together again. Right now, Mr. Tim should be pressure washing the radiator out. It's better to pressure wash it out while it's out of the tractor rather than while it's in the tractor. So, yeah. This happened yesterday, so I think if it was going to be black and blue, it would have been already. But, no, he's doing good. He's fine. There's nothing wrong with William. He came out 5 weeks early. He's got these cute little piggy toes. I got him, little piggy toes. Watch this, ready? We'll tickle him. So he is very much alive, very alert, does his thing. He can hear just fine. He is afraid of the dark. I cannot sleep with the lights off in my bedroom now. So I take a pillow and put it over my head, and he wakes me up about 3 times a night. So it's kind of, oh yeah, he's out. I changed his diaper a little bit ago. What a bomb, though. God, this kid. When he poops, he just lets her fly. But does Tim ever get a day off? Sure. Tim took a week off here. I think he took a full 7 days off here in June, the end of June, July, some shit like that. Oh, the telephone tough guy? Yeah. All I did, Cody kind of got me. He says, just swipe up on that thing. You hit the little moon button, that little moon button right there, and that gets rid of them. But the asshole The asshole just, he kept calling. And of course, after the live stream ended, he called me for hours, literally hours yesterday. And there's nothing you can do with him. You can't block him. It's kind of stupid, but I'd like to unblock that number and, unlock that number and, find out where the asshole is. Probably the same person that was on Instagram. Hello from Norway. We are having a little hay here after no rain at all. How is the markets around your place? We are in a quarantine over the spotted lanternfly. So I can't ship anything out of the country, which kind of sucks because I was working on a deal to ship hay to Norway. And it just didn't happen. Ain't gonna happen. It's New Jersey, New York, Maryland, Pennsylvania. Spotted lanternfly. Yeah, he's been in the mower. We mowed hay together for a while. But yeah. He is just completely out. Oh, Farmall fanatic. At what age will William be able to pin you? Well, you do realize I'm 46 years old. So I got about 10 more years before my body really start to decline. And so when he's 10, he'll probably be, kicking my ass a little bit. Oh, it just dribbles right out the top. It spreads seed. It spreads seed all over the place. It doesn't. There's no row spacing in that. It just kind of sprinkles out onto those wheels, and that's it. It presses in with the back wheel on that Brilliant. Got a little sideways last night and got a headache. No better way than to listen to OLF. Well, I'll give you a headache, that's for sure. Yeah. Did you and Teresa ever get married? Sorry if I spell her name. No, actually, you spelled her name right. It's Theresa, and her name actually isn't Teresa. It's kind of funny. Her name is Maria Teresa, but she goes by her middle name because all of her sisters' first names are Maria. It's kind of weird. Philippine thinking. They're backwards, like George Foreman. George named all of his sons George. George 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's 5 boys. Peterbilt's fine. And Orbit air mounted on a roller harrow will do the same. Oh, that's exactly what I do. I do. I take that dog wagon Vicon spinner and spin it right into the column mulcher. That works great. Yeah, I got to tell you, having a baby at 46 years old, not me having a baby, but Teresa becoming a father at 46 years old is much easier. I'm not scared about anything with him. I mean, I was scared when he was being born because of the preeclampsia, but yeah. That was about the scariest it was. But after that, I'm not afraid of changing diapers. I've done it. I'm not afraid of what's going to happen with him. I've done it. I'm not afraid to throw him in the truck, take him for a drive, go get parts and stuff like that because I've done it already. Yeah, it's been 18 years since I've been a dad, but a new father. Joseph was the last one that was born with me and my wife, but yeah, he's going to have a good life. He really is. Had my last, Infinite Attitude, DJI Mavic Pro 2 fun. Well, you know what? If you want to donate money for a DJI Mavic 2, I would more than love to have one. I'm done with Unique. Unique sends me coupons all the time to buy another one of those flying faggot machines. I mean, they're just junk. I think they're designed to crash, to be quite honest with you, if you tell them talking slowly and softly because I don't want to wake them up. But last week it's been a binge watching Netflix. Haha, great stuff. Well, I'm glad you're here. This is actually the Ag Talking Raw, but it'll work. Yes, the DJI Mavic Pro. I mean, I don't know how much it is. I think it's somewhere like $900 or some shit like that. But if anybody wants to donate to that, I'll take this money right now and go do it. I've been thinking about buying another drone, and I've seen a lot of people use the Mavic Pro, including some of the sailing channels that I watch because I would like to go sailing, and it just 6 to 7 can be bought cheap. But yeah, Mavic Pro original can be. Yeah, I want the two. They've done a lot of work to they've done a lot of work to the second one, the number two, um, and they've done a lot of work to improve it, response and controllability of it. Oop, don't you wake up, you little turkey. He's got to poop. I know he does. Um, yeah. Well, thank you. I appreciate the best channels on YouTube. But, anyways, I'd like to buy it, especially when I'm growing corn. I will be growing corn, and I do want to do some scouting myself with a drone. A lot of things can be done with a drone instead of it's just a time saver. And yeah, I'm looking at renting 200 acres for corn. I have to get going on that now because I would like at least 200 acres of corn. I want a 39. She's 7 now and wants her own YouTube channel. Huh? No. Oh, see, here's the asshole. So watch this. We're gonna do that. So at least the asshole is a subscriber, right, of both channels. So what I'll do is I'll just turn the volume down on the telephone, and that guy can do this. He can fuck off because you're useless. Excuse my language, William. I'd want a 39. She's 7 now. Wants her own YouTube channel. Well, Farmall Fanatic, why don't you ever show her? I mean, just a little blip here and there. I mean, I like to see kids on the farm. Yeah. Yeah, the hurricane sucks. It's funny. I turned the volume down. The son of a bitch still comes on. This person's an idiot. Oh, he left a voicemail. But let's have a listen here. Let's go to the do not disturb side of this. I don't know what he left, but we could do this. We got the speaker shut off. I don't understand that, but let's go to do not disturb. I'm not even gonna give that guy the time of day. How did the person get your number? Anyways, it's around. I think this is the same idiot that's been trolling my Instagram site, and I've blocked that person. He goes on the name of Lindsey Johnson. Probably has 100 different YouTube channels because I got nothing else better in the world to do. 200 corn, 75 for the deer. No, I'm actually going to hey, what the farm girl? Yes, whenever I start a live stream, random calls just starts calling over and over and over and over again. It's stupid because when I answer, they're just like, "Fuck you, you asshole." Just if you're gonna call me and you don't want me to have your number, that's fine because I generally call. If somebody calls me and I talk to them, I generally talk to them a couple of times, and then I try to interact with my fans. It's great and everything, but people like this, asinine. And they know that if they do the no caller ID, I can't block them because they're assholes. But anyways, do you think your kids would be able to build a tractor engine without you? No, not yet. I mean, this is a quick and dirty tractor rebuild. It's an in-frame. The tractor, the head is on. It's torqued down. The valve covers, everything. I reset the valve lash. Everything is right where it needs to be. I just need to get that oil pan on. I finished up the main bearings. That's why I've got 2 dents in my head. Did the main bearings. I was talking to Cody about it. I says, you know what, and it was a main bearing. It was a main bearing bolt. So that's a pretty good sized bolt. Oh man, that freaking thing came down and cracked me right in the skull. I never did hear back from the paraplegic. I think it was. I never did hear back from the paraplegic. I think it was. I never did hear back from the paraplegic. I think it was. I never did hear back from the paraplegic. I think it was. I never did hear back from the paraplegic. I think it was. I never did hear back from the paraplegic. I think it was. I never did hear back from the paraplegic. I think it was. I never did hear back from the paraplegic. I think it was. I never did hear back from the paraplegic. I think it was. I never did hear back from the paraplegic. I think it was. I never did hear back from the paraplegic. I think it was. I never did hear back from the paraplegic. I think it was. I never did hear back from the paraplegic. I think it was. I never did hear back from the paraplegic. I think it was. I never did hear back from the paraplegic. I think it was. I never did hear back from the paraplegic. I think it was. I never did hear back from the paraplegic. I think it was. I never did hear back from the paraplegic. I think it was Yeah. The paraplegic, I never did. I wish I had too, because I'd have got him up in a tractor. Oh, and WT Farm Girl, I want to thank you very much for the clothing that you sent me for William. I've been going to make this video. I've got a box of things downstairs that I have to open on and make a video of, and I just haven't done it. And I was going to I've got like 7 different things that people have given me. My house is a, it's awesome that people send me stuff, but I really thank you from the bottom of my heart. Teresa does also. We haven't put them on William yet, but it's coming. Possibly, we've been wanting to wait for a sunny day because, it's really cool. But thank you very much. Thank you for everything that you've sent. You've sent maple syrup that I haven't done any review with. I've tasted it. It's great. Anybody that wants to pay WT Farm Girl for her maple syrup in the spring, I don't know if she has any left. Probably not. Great. It's just been great. Now I don't have the prank call app is pretty awesome, but now it doesn't. They don't give me a number because they're cowards. They're probably sitting there dialing like this because I've got the do not disturb on and it shuts it off. But I mean, they're watching right now, and they're just so special. I mean, I got a sleeping baby boy here, and they're still they're trying to call me to try to wake him up and cause trouble because when he wakes up, I have to go. He hasn't pooped yet, which is really weird. I mean, I changed him before I fed him, which is backwards from what I normally used to do. But this guy, he's half Asian, so he's backwards to begin with, and yeah. So yeah, it's just the way it is. But he poops first, then you feed him, and then he'll poop again, and then that's just the way it is. And he's he's just a baby, and he's a sleeping little guy. He's just so handsome. She does have real maple syrup. It's no joke either. I tried to get her to fire the maple syrup cooker with coal. I said, hey, you know what? If you throw coal throw coal in that thing, you don't have to throw so much wood in there. And she promptly told me that I was effing crazy because it would taste like coal, not hickory wood or what are you guys using? Birch? I think we were using birch or beech wood over there. Yeah, you were cutting something. I don't know. You make me cringe, by the way. Sometimes when I watch you do stuff, it's like, oh my God, oh my God. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, you make good maple syrup. It's good. Not coal flavored. I like coal flavored though, but not coal flavored. It's not Canadian maple syrup. It's Michigan, right? Michigan maple syrup. What is this guy weighing? He has gained 2 pounds. He was over 2 pounds of weight gain a week and a half ago. Yeah, about a week and a half ago. So he's got to be closing in on 7 pounds now. He has grown tremendously. I mean, Teresa's amazed at his growth, but he's getting really long, and he's doing good. He's just doing really good. He's zonked, man. This is the good stuff right here. He ate the whole thing pretty quickly, actually, and she's breastfeeding, so when she does leave. Oh yeah, coal will burn so hot you'll burn the bottom out of that thing if it isn't meant for it. Oop, you see, I've got him half swaddled. I want his feet out so he doesn't get too warm, but I've got him half swaddled to keep his arms down because he's always like this, always. Yeah, I do have the 7.3 diesel. I got to get it. I got to get tires on it. That's the only reason I'm not running it. But yeah, he does have hair, and he came out with a full head of hair. It's still growing. Yeah, if you burn tires to cook maple syrup, yeah, that's a special kind of flavor right there. The taste of Saudi Arabia. Yeah, Saudi Arabia maple syrup. Didn't know they grew maple trees there. Um, I'm actually going to run the new baler on the 7810 because where I'm going to bale hay at or straw at is on flat land, so I don't really have to worry about it. And then when I do, I can put it on the 4960, which is a little more horsepower than the 7810. But the 7810 is really a comfortable tractor to run. So I'll probably be putting it on. I might put it on the 4960. 4960 will run a Krone baler okay. I was in contact with Massey Ferguson dealer yesterday, and he was talking about pricing me a UHD just to see the price comparison between that and a Krone. I am not interested in a Heston Massey Ferguson at this time. I like my Krones. Yeah, Team Massey's not going to call me. This is just upgrades to an old baler. They've moved past a lot of the design flaws that they've had. Now, it don't take much to pump air into. You get a boiler, a forced air heater blower. That'll put air to tires. Trust me, that shit'll burn hot. Yeah, no, the baler you're not going to survive going through. I mean, unless if it was shut off and stuff and you went through it. I've done that a dozen times already. But yeah, no, I wouldn't allow you anywhere near it if you had this idea you were going to go through it. I think that's got to be the most viewed agricultural faux pas video out there is when that guy jumps into the top of the Klaus baler and comes out the back. It's pretty funny. The John Deere LB 341, not for what I want to do. The Krone baler will bale faster than any other baler on the market. It just will. It's insane. The pickup on where I will be baling, it is abrasive. So the pickup is a camless pickup. So the only thing it's going to do is actually wear the tips off of the tines because there's no stones there, no groundhogs. It's worked up ground every year. So, and it's level. I think that the Krone baler is going to outdo any Massey Ferguson. Oh, it did. That video did go viral. Uh-oh. As you see, he's pursed his lips, and that's about the first sign when he's going to wake up. He's thinking about doing a number 2. What's progress on you going to the egg business? Property has to be purchased. Yeah, property has to be purchased. If Krone started manufacturing tractors, would you switch from John Deere? No. Actually, Krone is a big proponent of John Deere. They like John Deere. And Krone's not going to build a tractor. They're just not. It'd be like a Steyr. I think Steyr and New Holland Case are all the same tractor. I think they do. I think when a Steyr tractor is built, they build the powertrain, and then the powertrain is built by Case New Holland, and then poop, there it is. Yeah, right. Egg business. Yeah, I want to contract with Roseacre Farms. I like Roseacre Farms. I think they got a good business model. And I'd like to contract with Roseacre Farm to put in 100,000 birds. Yep. I'll be going into debt $2 million. In June. I'm going to definitely. I have to talk to the guys that will be selling the Krone baler to get an order in for one. Is that George? No, it's George Scott. Okay. Fast track. I'm just not a fast track kind of guy. They're just not. They're okay, but anytime anybody's had a fast track here, you got Lancaster County. They do go down the road pretty damn fast. Steyr was Austrian. Case IH bought them, then Fiat bought Case. See, and that's what I thought. I knew that Case and Steyr. So you got Case, New Holland, Steyr tractors, but I think that the Steyr factory still is in business building Steyr tractors with FPT powertrain, Fiat powertrain guts, and then Steyr puts on their hood and their cab. So that's the difference. I mean, that's just my thoughts. And if, to be honest, Claas made a tractor, Claas or Class, as a lot of people say, Claas tractors or Claas tractors, those were FPTs, New Hollands. Or they might have been the old Ford New Holland before. They're either the old Ford New Holland or even Case IH started building those. Timmy Cornpicker may know that too. My Leghorns are laying every day. My Rhode Island Reds are dropping about 5 eggs a week. Well, Rhodes, those things, when they molt, when they go into molt, they just shut right the hell off. Leghorns will lay right through a molt. And you can prevent Leghorns, and you can prevent them from molting by keeping a light on in the wintertime, because they generally molt in the winter for some reason. But yeah, Rhodes, you get to turn them over a lot more often. I used to have Rhode Island Reds. Claas took over Renault. Yeah, but at one point, Claas had New Holland something or others. Well, Renault, Fiat, Renault, all the same damn thing, isn't it? Uh-oh, Mr. Stretchy Pants is here. Can you plant wheat with a brilliant seeder? No, it's just for fine seeds like alfalfa, clover, any kind of grass, Timothy, orchard grass. I don't want to drop you. Come on. Here's my guy. See my guy. He's sleeping. You need kisses? Oh, you need to poop. I think his head is a little sweaty. Let me open him up a bit. There he is. See what he does? He takes his hands. He sleeps like I do. And then all of a sudden go like that. It's crazy. Well, I don't know about that. Claas is doing something. Claas is doing something with New Holland, or they did in the past. Here it comes. One arm, then two. She's a little piggy nose. She's a little piggy nose. Did you hit your head? No, a bolt out of the engine hit me in the head. Yes, Xeron was always Claas' idea and still are. Now, there's something with Claas. I'm telling you. I don't care. I know I heard it somewhere. The new baler, probably going to run the 7810 down south. But the, when I go to bale that straw, but the, probably 4960 up here because it'll pull through the hills. It's got bigger tires on it. Timothy doesn't say anything about his little brother. I don't understand why, but he's Tim. You can ask him. Call him up. Uh-oh. Wakey time. He just pooped. He just ate. I mean, he just ate this before the live stream. So, DR Matt demo. I don't know. Claas makes the best choppers. Well, you could say Krone does too. I don't know. Claas, Krone. Oh, did you hear that? And here it goes. You got your little footballs, basketballs, baseballs, and all that on there. This is what waking up looks like. Yeah, you sound like you're a bit hoarse though. Yeah. Anyways, well, I can't tell you where I'm baling straw. Yeah. Nothing's going to change here on the farm. The hay will still be going out because Dad and Carl will still be moving hay. So unless I don't get my hay baled, then then who the hell knows? But I'll get the hay baled. The sun's shining right now. I ought to get a hay rake over to over to where I have hay down and then get Timothy baling it with a big square bale, the 4x4 baler, because it'll produce less bales. Need a chainsaw over there too. Where you baling straw? Film Tim changing. Tim will not. No. Your 2-year-old hears my voice and says tractor. Yeah, well, that's cool. A lot of people that hear my voice are like, oh my God, I know One Lonely Farmer. 50/20 videos. Yeah, I'm not going to put, will your daughter watch them? She would, but, Teresa's, she's Filipina. Nobody watches their baby other than her. That's the funny thing, or me, she's kind of, I've got it was a 7410. It started losing power and there was an excessive amount of blow by, so I suspected broken rings. And I know there's a lot of people who are like, oh, you use too much starting fluid. That tractor has a push button and it heats it's a air heater. I never use starting fluid on that tractor. Very, 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 very rarely did I ever use starting fluid. So yeah, 10-digit grid coordinates on your location at all times. 10-digit grid coordinates on your location. I don't know. Well, I've always loved little babies. They're great, but the old car, been working on a tractor. See, tractor bit me. It fought back. I mean, if that thing hit me in the bridge of the nose, I'd be crying. Yeah, you ever want to hurt somebody and put them out of business real quick? Palm to the nose, boom, just flat palm to the nose, and it waters their eyes. They can't do anything. Just real quick, boom. Yeah. That's why guys protect their face. It don't matter. You hit them here or here. Then you hit them in the chin, that'll knock them out. But if you hit them in the nose, boom, you're done. Now, you deliver to Phillips? No. I do not deliver to Phillips. Phillips buys all of Silvestri's production. And me and Tim were taken to Silvestri's, but we don't anymore. I don't know, I think there's a disagreement between the grower there and Timothy. So I asked when they were going to take new hay, and he never responded. So to hell with him. I moved on. Snooze, you lose in this business. Main bolt, yeah. It was a main bolt. I see all these nightmares. I mean, I see all these nightmares. I've watched them on YouTube where they have nanny cams. That was really the start of the Nest Cam business, was nanny cams, and all those hidden cameras just to catch care workers beating children. When I raised my first set of children, Haley, Joe, and Tim, my mom watched the kids, and her parents never did because they were lazy shits. They just didn't care. My children's grandparents on the other side, their grandmother, her mother said, well, I'm too young to be a grandmother. And she wasn't, never was. Now their son, my ex-wife's brother, he has a son. I got married and they live in Boston, and her parents moved to Florida. But I hear about them being in Boston an awful lot to go see their grandson because, they were old when he was born and that was more acceptable. Funny thing was Joseph and Timothy were working, and I got a phone call. Hey, you better get back up. You better get up home because up to my house because Grandma and Grandpa are coming back before they go to Florida. I'm like, what do you mean before they go back to Florida? I didn't know they were up here. So, well, they were up here for Joe's graduation from high school. They saw him for about 2 hours total. The graduation, the dinner afterwards, and then they took off to Boston to be with their grandson. And on their way back, because they drove up, I guess, and then Then they drove back down here to take an airplane flight back to Florida. And Joseph and Timothy were working. We were baling hay, and they got a phone call. Get your ass back here. And so they come up and they miss supper because her father is an impatient jerk, and they had other things they needed to do before they headed back to the airport. I guess it wasn't that they were flying out that day; they were flying out the next day, but they had more important stuff to do. So Timothy and Joe never did get to see their grandparents. But when Dylan is the little boy that was born, I guess it would be Michelle's nephew, my ex-wife's nephew. Her mother posted on Facebook, "I'm finally a grandmother." And I saw it because I had Facebook friended him just to see what the hell kind of horseshit was going on. But I'm blocked now because, I'm blocked. Just put it that way. Anyway, I thought it was funny. I didn't think it was funny. I thought it was rather devastating because my kids are all Facebook friends with her family, and Haley saw it. Tim didn't, and Joe didn't, but Haley saw it, and it was very disturbing. That I read it, I saw it, and I got on the phone and said, "You call your mother up and you tell her to get that shit right off that damn thing, because if you don't, I will, and I'm not going to be nice." And so that was the end of that. But they took it down, and it rings true though. I mean, when my guys were born, it's exactly, they very rarely did they ever want to do anything with them. I can think of twice. Even after, my ex-wife left and I had the children, they wouldn't help me at all. They wouldn't help me at all. And it was kind of sad, sad for my kids. But you know what? They're all adults now, and they know what they are. They know that they're heartless, gutless jackasses. But hey, you know what, Farm Boy 8767? Thanks for being here. Kiss your wife for me. How's that sound? No. Kiss your wife and pat her on the ass and tell her she's doing a good job keeping you straight. That's all. You don't need to watch this delinquent, one lonely farmer guy. He's bad. Yeah. Made your kid stronger. It really, he is cute. I see this guy. Oh, I'm stretching. He's pooping is what he's doing. He's working it. And it comes out. It looks like calf shit. That's because he's on an all milk, mommy milk diet. Yeah. But your son has more hair than you. Well, not really. I could stop shaving and grow hair. The hat actually wore a bald spot in the back. Okay. So I am thin up here, you can see that I'm bald at the top here, but I'm not really bald. I have hair, and if I stopped shaving my head, it would grow in. It would be thin up there, but it would grow in. But I'd have to stop wearing my hat because right here it rubs, and it rubs it off. But I was wearing that do-rag under it, and I can feel that the bald spot's full of hair now. So I guess it just does what it does. Anyway, I could grow hair if I wanted to. Give us a mullet. Yeah, that'd be a bald man mullet, right? Put that back here. Business in the front, party in the back. Isn't that what they were? Because there's no hair to cushion the blow. That's why. River War 2. There's not going to be no war from the guy across the river. I think he bought or has leased a John Deere 331 John Deere baler, but I ran a John Deere 340, LB 340. What is going on here? I don't have your binky thing. I just don't. He's trying. I think I'm going to have to. Skirted cantaloupe? What is a skirted cantaloupe? I don't know that terminology. Is Cody a better welder than you? Cody is trained at welding. I can weld in different situations than he can because he will never, ever, ever, ever weld rusty, dirty, greasy steel. He just won't, where I can and he won't. So is he a better welder? I don't know. He ought to be for all the money that was spent. I have 30 plus years experience with a stick and 10 years experience with a MIG. I can weld pretty good. He knows more of the technical aspect of it than I do. Well, John said you can't have hair and brains at the same time. I don't know. What is a bald spot but a solar panel for higher brain power, right? The 4320 has not been started lately. I have to get new tires. Honestly, I have the seat rebuild kit. I have a brand new seat for it. I have a brand new muffler for it. I need batteries and rear tires, and that tractor's field ready. No, just a Corona HDP high speed, 1290 HDP high speed. I don't need the HDP 2. I've been thinking about it, and for an extra 30 grand, I can do a lot with an extra $30,000. I mean, if I do it, everything would be overloaded at all times. Everything would be, and I thought about this. It would actually work better. I could put 24 bales on and have 24 tons with the HDP 2. It would be probably less baling twine, even though there's 2 extra knotters. I don't know. I'd really have to pencil that one in. I really would. And that would have to go on the 8530, and then the HDP 1290 HDP high speed would have to go on, say, the 7810, which it would run that. Or the 8120, I would do it with a loader. What? I'd have to take the loader off, Well, I don't think they want hair on women either. I've seen that. It's okay. They don't want hair on women. Hair on a woman's head, yeah, but everywhere else they want to cut it off. That's correct. Yeah. Picture this, Wes, with a man bun. How's this? Picture this. Yeah. Yeah, right? What was that? Was this one? Yeah. No, the shocker, right? That's what this is, the shocker. Farm and Dairy had a list of rent cost land per acre. Your state was not on the list. What is the average in your area? Me, myself, and iFarmer. New Jersey, dairy? New Jersey killed the dairy industry. They allowed the creameries to kill the dairy industry. The owners of the creameries became multi-millionaires while the dairy farms withered away. Yeah. What neighbor is supposedly going broke from previous post? On my end, what neighbor's going broke? Well, I'm going broke. Didn't you know? We're all going broke fast. No. Steyr tractors have something to do with Case IH. Steiger, yes. Steiger was bought by Case IH back in, I think, the late 80s. But Steyr tractors have something to do with Case IH as well. Queer ball man buns. There you go. I need 90-degree heat. Minnesota, Oliver, and Deere, you have 90-degree heat? Really? I think William thinks she's got 90-degree heat too. Don't you? You might need a little burping going on. Come on. Oh, yeah. There you go. Come on, Twinkle Toes. There you go. I need 90-degree heat for about 4 weeks. 4 weeks, I can mow every acre I have in 4 weeks, 3,500 acres. Yep, I can do it. I can do 120 acres a day, and with 2 balers going, I'll pick the bales up later. I got the help. Steyer's Austrian tractor manufacturing company in the CNH Europe headquarters. What are you doing? Where are you going? He's bending over backwards. You want to see everybody upside down? Okay. Everybody's upside down William. See me upside down William.